Hello, hello. It is 2 a.m. The 2 a.m. 4-hour close. I've been looking at this structure for a while. So this is the level of the close, of the 4-hour close. And the key point is the next, this current 4-hour candle, which looks very bearish, is it gonna close below the previous low? And by the look of it right now, it's not. That's an indication that, yeah, so sometimes the 2 a.m. close is tradable. 1 second, somebody's calling me. 1 second. I'm back. So, okay, we did close. Okay, so we could not close below the previous day low, the previous 8-4 low. Very helpfully, the indicator of IPTA from Dexter Lab, TFO, and 2 degrees collaboration is drawing us already a manipulation projection to here. So, want to feel fancy? We could try a trade. Is this a manipulation? Is this a fake move before going down? It is understandable that the 4-hour candle wants to continue this. Well, it couldn't close, could also be reversing. We have taken Asia low. Let me see what ES is doing. Well, this does look like the typical reversal. You know, accumulation, manipulation, and then expansion, but it's also an SPS. Let me show you. So, which is the two scenarios are we believing? The expansion to the 4 level to come back to Asia high, or continuation to this origin. There's an origin here. Let's see how the risk would look. If we would consider market structure, we would consider that more long from here. Yeah, I have to keep my mind, so right now this double tap is for short, right? So we reached again this origin, we had a reaction, and we should breach and go lower, maybe double tap the origin, right? So let's remove this for now. Let price play out. Yeah, that's what's happening. The trend line has been, you know, massaged. It does make sense. So if we want to have a reaction, bull reaction, we said the 4-hour candle could not close below here. So that is a strong movement, you know, in Asia session, start of the London session. We continue. We're now tapping. This is actually a good point. We did tap on the H4 close, sort of a red line, secret handshake of the algo. Sometimes this happens. I have a friend who's has been studying this behavior for a very long time, and now we have
order filled.
A possible move. But in that case, we would have the target would be 947. First target. Okay, this is on the 1 minute, a nice bullish candle. We need to see that it actually does close above. There is some momentum, let's see. Okay. There is some momentum. The double top now it could be a double bottom reversal, double top reversal now, but it's 235. Have we clarified the stance of price? Let's see. If that's the moment we ran. So I said I had set up an entry. First TP will be there. All right. I wanted to enter where I mentioned it, but I was caught off guard a little bit that it ran at 234. I said 233 is the start of the macro, right? I am in this trade. Up $400. I'll show you my entry. My entry was terrible. I said I had to enter earlier, but and that's where we are. So ideally I would like to hold this till 947. We're now going back to the 1 standard deviation. So our entry was the one I mentioned, was here. I wanted to enter here. There you go, very nice. Let me fix some profit at 300. So this was a trade. I had marked it, and I sort of changed my mind after it came down again. And so I clicked when I saw it taking off and it would not stop. I did click, and we entered very late at 12. So I entered here. Oh, it's not too bad. Entry was not too bad. So go to 12.25 entry. Okay, I am letting it run. Okay, this is the rip we want. I trade to 500 profit. Should I take 5 off? Must take 5 off.
Order filled.
I took 5 off. I'll show you the execution. It did stop if you see at this SNDRs. It does make sense. Shall I let it? So first TP is just the first TP, to be honest. I want to sell 8 here. It does make sense to breathe, you know. We have taken 1.5 standard deviation. Let me see. Give you a bit more room. Okay. It does make sense to stop there at the CDR. We are rocketing. We're happy. I'm happy. This is it. What if it retraces now and I'm as sad as a cucumber? 3 more maybe.
Order filled.
I don't like to see price come back, to be honest. So I took 3 more. I'll show you current state of the execution. Current state of the execution. I have a problem that the apologies for this rough. I did take 8 partials, so basically half of the position is off. Okay, we're letting it play out. I'm happy I'm letting it play out. Hmm. 242. Okay, so next push should be around 3 a.m. unless price wants to turn. Maybe do some sell stops if we go below. Is it possible we reverse from here? It's possible. We did give a hint that this is, we breached this SNDR, so we're now bullish, and there is some retracement that can happen. Absolutely, yes. Could even come back down here. What's a safe level? Well, there's 2 zone down, right? So below here. And that's exactly where I put my trail right now at 9.18. It's possible we come back down there. It's absolutely possible. There seems to be a good momentum. ES is still just created a valid high, but still looks also bullish. I just don't like when price retraces on me. I like to see missiles. like everybody. Are we doing an SBS? Let's check. So I'm doing it on the different. Yeah. So we do have a sort of an SBS count now. So the market structure would break bearish unless it's a continuation. So it's a continuation, will be something like this. A close above here will be a nice confirmation. Continuation. We would expect a continuation. If that happens, my 1 minute chart Looks terrible. Let me clean it up. Okay, so we expect a continuation now. People that wanted to enter late, maybe this will be an entry. This is the entry I drawn. Okay, now it's a possible 5, or we're just gonna have a retracement until 3 a.m. Possible 5, second chance, or coming down. Okay, so this is SPS. So I said expect continuation, and it's not doing it. It's tapping. What is that tapping? What did I draw? Okay. As I said, line of defense would be the zone. We're going through it like butter. No resistance whatsoever. Okay, I've been stopped. The trade is done. This is the full execution. I trailed. This is BS. Did not continue. We reached 245. 245 is a retracement time, so that makes sense. Let's see if we can. So that would be my entry. So that would have been my break even. Let me show you the state of the trade. I gave away back $300 profits, by the way. I'm not pleased about this. I should take profits for the majority of trades. So this is the result. I took in the end seven contracts, only like seven points, and at the peak I cashed in a few points. That is 20, 22. Well, nothing to scoff at. Okay, this also clarifies probably our bias. I said we would expect a continuation. We turned at a 1.5 standard deviation, 1.6 or something at this level. No major run. To 3 a.m. open, 9 a.m. open, my time. 3 a.m. New York. Still happening. Give me a second. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, I would say I've been recording for 45 minutes and I did catch a move. I took profit at 35.50. So let's count the points. 35.50. Real entry was here because I got caught off guard. I was expecting a long, so it was 24 points. So 1.5 R. All right. I'm not unhappy about this. I'm not unhappy. Management would have been much better if I just took, 10 contracts here. I did take 5, 8, half of the position off. Should have done always like 70% of the position off, 80%. You never. Yeah, you saw it reached this level, which was also the SNDR. So I did basically the double tap of this zone. So actually, let's zoom in on the. We might go up again, by the way. I would not exclude it for 3 a.m. the real push. This is what price does, by the way. So we did. Let's mark it. So we did a double tap here, and then a breaker or the zone breakup, came back up. I said expect a continuation if you go up. Yeah, well, no, fail, and then go down and do a double bottom here in this zone. So this zone. We did take liquidity on both sides of the market. And we're now at the equilibrium of this. And so we are at 3 a.m. at the equilibrium of this last, how do you call it? Dealing range, right? Or 50% of this dealing range. We just did a double tap to the downside. I have a sort of an intention that the price wants to go. No. I would say up, but maybe trade the trade rate account. Okay, we're maybe clarifying. It's 252. What did DS do? Oh, there is a SMT. Right. Okay, this is SMT. What does this tell us? It tells us that ES is strong. ES tends to drag, the light gazelle of NQ with it. And many people will only consider trades after 3 a.m., 3:30, even 4. I often have this bias that is, if I miss the trade that was at 2:30, in this case it was at 2:34. I said 2:33 and move will start. Look. This is an ICT macro, by the way. Look. 2:33. 2:33. It's quite uncanny. 2:33, 30 seconds. $233. Look, it dripped how many points to reach a certain target. It did run basically with no pauses. Very interesting. Yeah, the time I see that sometimes happens at 2:22, but in this case, there was a week of volatility, but so SMT. Yes, it's creating a sort of a trend line while NQ has taken it. We created this dealing range. If we breach one of the sides of the dealing range, we should have a clear direction for the session. Yeah, this sort of makes sense. In preparation for 3 a.m. What do you see? So as you know, the price really likes going closer to the new day opening gaps, and so I expect that if we break out on the long side, 1 second.